Okay. So what's some of the top tactics you use to make sure that when you're advising your clients, because you're obviously advising them as well, aren't you, about advertising a bit, I would say. What's the top tips you say to,
yes.
Okay, how do we drive traffic to that sales page?
Okay. So, yeah, I mean, ideally, there would be a warm audience rather than a cold audience, which is, from advertising. Whereas a warm audience, perhaps they've followed them on social media for a while. They're already familiar with their messaging. Mm-hmm. They're already familiar, they've already got that know, like, trust principle applied. But if we're talking about cold audience as well, a bit of a mix, it's always a great idea to get them on an email list. And at that point, you can send them valuable, benefit-driven emails that talks to them about where they are in their life. You can start off and, ask them where they are in their life. What are they struggling with? Help them shine a light on the pain that they're in.
Yep.
And once they've realized that, then you can send them these follow-on emails and just say, following on from this, these are some really important things that, we could work with together to get you to a place where, dream life. So, yeah, email marketing is certainly the way forward as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, it's still seen as old school by some, but email still works. The other thing that I'd be intrigued with and whether you've experimented with is how do you see the role of SMS in sales copy? Because texting or SMS gets about a 98% open rate compared to email at about 20 to 30 if you're good. So have you had any experience with SMS copy and what works or not? And if you don't, that's fine, but it's something that but people see SMS as intrusive. But if you've asked permission, they're given it, then that opens the door. And so have you had an experience with SMS copywriting marketing?
That's really it's really interesting that some people might think that's intrusive. Like you say, you've provided the phone number. You've got to presume that they're going to contact you.
Yeah. You're breaking up a bit here. Don't know what's... Yeah. Don't know. You might be okay now.
Yeah, am I back?
Yeah, you're back. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but anyway, well, I think we should be able to edit out most of the issues, but if I'll see how we go. But okay, so yeah, so they give permission as a text, right? So in terms of SMS, and it's something we're about to experiment with because email is good. So they might go, I want email as well, but if they give you permission, in other words, they've got to give you it and they've got to give you permission. So, and also the messaging via text is going to be a lot shorter than email copy. So we're about to experiment with them to see how that works in terms of offering a news service, monthly newsletter that we do for people that want to start a side hustle. So we're about to experiment with that. And I'm also reading in terms of copywriting and tactics is a book by Jay Abrams, who I've been reading since the early 90s about different ways of upsells and cross sells and all sorts of things, which if they're already buying something, give them something more to buy. If they bought something this year, go back to them with something else in 3 months or next year. Because you're always leaving a lot on the table if you don't have if you're a loyal customer, they want to buy from you again. So, and Kevin Kelly said in a very well-known email, well, known within the industry, I suppose, is that you only need 1,000 true fans. So if you can get 1,000 true fans and they pay you $100 each a year, that's all you need. You don't need 1 million. You just need 1,000 true fans.